que necesitamos. Y ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days and it's been weeks, and he hasn't said anything. Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the best. Sacrifice for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! Porque la Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.
How's everybody doing? Good morning to everybody in this Tuesday, May 4th of 2021. God bless everybody that is watching. God bless our country of Mexico, our city of Tijuana. And God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God for giving us 2 legs, 2 arms, a mind that we can think, a heart that we can feel, and eyes that we can see. Share this video as I am being censored right now big time in YouTube. So if you guys can help me out and share the video, it will help a lot for me to start. God bless every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining. Let's wait a couple of minutes for people to share. And so we can start. Good morning to everybody. I will start. A tragedy occurred last night. And as I was watching, the diversity of news coming firsthand all through the night. As I was watching the multiple outlets that they were informing about the situation in Ground Zero right there, in my head, I started imagining that I started thinking, let me rephrase myself. I started thinking, when is this going to stop? When is our government going to stop stealing, negligence, not caring for the Mexican people and other people's lives? When is the government going to do something? The earthquake in Mexico City, I believe that it was in 2015. A lot of buildings in Mexico City, the most cultural city in our country, by far, it is where the great Tenochtitlan, our great city, Aztec city, was made. It is where La Pirámide del Sol, the most important pyramid of our Aztec culture, it is located. The governmental palace where the president lives. You know, one of the most biggest stadiums in soccer and the most historic stadium that is Estadio Azteca. It has so many, one of the most amazing anthropology history museums, el Museo de Antropología. It has so many places, beautiful places. The culture of Mexico City, it is in particular special, beautiful. And they always overcome every obstacle. Always. Last night, again, a tragedy, and it is a tragedy provoked by a government that has been corrupt, that multiple times, they had denounced, they have multiple complaints about this subway train, about multiple things that have been happening since 2012 when it got inaugurated. And ultimately, now that this tragedy occurred, I don't know what is going on with YouTube, but I'm getting censored really big time right now. Big time right now. Big time. Horrible, man, what you guys are doing. It's just horrible. I cannot even see the comments right here. Cannot see the comments on the message box. I don't even know what the hell is going on really with this live feed. Cannot see the comments in the message box. I cannot see the live feed. Am I live? Do I have my moderator right here? Yes, she is right here. She just put a comment. Am I live right now? Wow, man. Horrible what they're doing. So, this is what happened last night. So I will explain the logistics about this subway train that it was created on 2012. This subway train that it was created on 2012, that it was called the Golden Line, La Línea Dorada. The Golden Line, it was called like that. La Línea Dorada. So this train, it was called the Golden Line, La Línea Dorada. And it was inaugurated by, at that particular time, the chief of government of the city of Mexico, that it was Marcelo Ebrard, that is now the Chancellor of International Relations in the actual government of Mexico under the President Andrés Manuel López Obrador. This accident, it was an accident of negligence of the government of Mexico and Ebrard and Obrador. It was an accident that is all the deaths of this. That today, it is a sad day for the city of Mexico. Pray for the city of Mexico. As the blood, it is on AMLO's hands and Marcelo Ebrard's hands for the complete irresponsibility and negligence of maintenance to this line that it should be closed since 2012 when it got inaugurated. Just weeks after it got inaugurated, they receive a complaint about electricity. Imagine how bad the installations were and the money that they spent. It was amazing, the money that they spent. This is according to Breitbart, that they corrected the number of deaths, because last night it was 15. Right now it is 23. And more than 70 people were hurt, injured. Between those 70 people that they were injured, their children, and between the 23 that they are now passed away, they were children also. At that particular time, who inaugurated this subway train? It was the chief of government of the city of Mexico by the name of Marcelo Ebrard, and now he is the international relations guy. The secretary of international relations, now in the actual government, and the head chief of Department of Treasury, that his name is Mario Delgado. Now he is the national president of Morena, the political party of Morena. So I'm saying this because in the morning conferences, AMLO is going to justify himself like every day, blaming the past governments, right? So this is your past government. Those are the same people that you have, AMLO. So there's no justification whatsoever. I don't know how you're going to justify, but this is a complete irresponsibility by the people that they were in charge. And I will show evidence about that. So according to Claudia Sheinbaum, the head of government right now, head chief of government of the city of Mexico, they took all the injured people to different hospitals. One of them was El Belisario Dominguez, and another one was Balbuen, and other hospitals. The 70 injured are suffering from polytrauma. And as the subway collapsed in two parts, it landed on two vehicles on the bottom. Amazing. It's just, holy cow. It's just unbelievable how it collapsed. Who's the responsible one about all of this? Who was the responsible for this misfailure? Let me read the article right here, and I will get right into it. It says at least 23 dead as Mexico City Metro overpasses and collapses. Official says that at 65 injured, that is already been a new number, 70 injured. Videos and TV on social media. And you get videos right here that I'm not going to play because they already been, copyright. So I'm not going to play it. You guys can go and search the videos if you guys want to see the video as immediately how it collapsed, and it is dramatic. And it says right here, we only heard thunderous noise and everything started coming apart. A survivor identified herself as Mariana told the newspaper El Universal. We were sent flying and hit the ceiling. Amazing. So who is the responsibility? The technician. Who is the responsible for all of this? Before I start, buy me a coffee is in the top link. Buy me a coffee. If you guys want to support my work and contribute to my work, buy me a coffee is on the top. Thank you so much. So let me tell you who was one of the responsible ones. Let me put a link right here for you guys to get to know since when this has started. And it was the inauguration occurred on 2012. This is a link from the inauguration of all the corrupt parasites that you see right here. This is Cuauhtémoc Cárdenas all the way to the left. You see Carlos Slim right here in the middle, even Carlos Slim, one of the most richest in the world. And you see Marcelo Ebrard all the way to the right here. That is the international consigliere right now. So it got inaugurated on 2012. Look at since when they were having difficulties with this golden line, as it is called. It should have been canceled since the longest of time. It should have been, it's negligence. There was a lot of maintenance issues, and these people were not doing them. Let me just tell you a few of them. On the 30th of October, on 2012, there was the inauguration of this Metro Line 12 that is called La Línea Dorada, that is the Golden Line. It was inaugurated on that day, right? By November 9th, look, October 30th of October, it got inaugurated. And November 9th, 9 days later, 9 to 10 days later, it was reported of electrical failures as the subway or the metro was working. By November 9th, not even 10 days into the first 10 days, this subway metro had its first electrical failure. In 2014, in March, they canceled 11 to 20 stations due to maintenance in the roads, and it affected 400,000 users. Look at all the missed failures that this golden line had, and the government was negligent to fix it. In 2015, they canceled again 11 to 20 stations due to defective roads and defected there was a defect on the train tracks. So a lot of defective train tracks. And they canceled again 11 to 20 stations. And they replaced it 32 kilometers. Imagine that. How deficient was this? In 2017, September 19, the earthquake, I think so, it was 2017 or 2019, affected the columns of the stations, the pillars, the ones that they sustain, the whole train track, the ones that they sustain the metro, affected the columns, and several stations were suspended. In 2018, the metro reports vicious damages inside of the structure of the train. Look at all the failures that this thing's had, man. And they think that nothing was going to happen. It's just complete negligence of our government. Our government has been like this since the longest of time. You will see it in our roads. You will see it in our structure of our houses. You will see it when there's an earthquake. Everything falls apart. You will see it, our roads collapsing like it happened in Ensenada, like it happened in Ciudad de Mexico, like it happened in Nuevo León, like it happened in Monterrey, like it happened in Guadalajara. It is not like the United States that they invest on good concrete. They do everything correctly. No, over here they invest on the cheapest product and they steal all the money. This is exactly what happened with this. So everything that happened yesterday, it is the fault of this man, Marcelo Ebrard, and everybody in company, but one in particular that I'm about to mention it. And right now, the last one, after I mentioned to you it got inaugurated on the 30th of October of 2012, 2014, and November 9th, there were electrical failures. On 2014, on March, they canceled 11 to 20 stations due to, effects, some missed failures that they were happening again. On 2015, they canceled again 11 to 20 stations to replace 32 kilometers that they were defected of the train tracks. On 2017, September 19, due to the earthquake, some concrete columns got, damaged, the pillars. On 2018, the metro receives several damages because of the continuous operation of the metro. So inevitably, it was going to affect on the long term. Nobody fixed it. And now you have a collapse of the subway train that ends up with 23 dead until now, 70 people injured. On those 23 people that they have died and passed away, there are children in there, and 70 people got injured. How much they were spending? 20,000 million pesos. That is, I believe, $2 billion. And it extended to 60,000 million pesos. That is $6 billion, I believe. So you have all this money that they started with 20,000 million pesos, and it extended to 60,000 million pesos. Look at all the money that they spent, and this happens. It collapsed with $6 billion. You have to be kidding me that you don't make a train and you don't make a subway metro or a metro function correctly. This is all the government's fault. All the government's fault. More than 5 million people per day use the metro in Ciudad de Mexico. More than 5 million people per day, people. Imagine that. More than 5 million per day use the metro. It needed to get repaired. Somebody said it needed to get repaired since 2017. No. It needed to get repaired since 2012 when it got inaugurated. It got inaugurated on the 30th of October of 2012. And by November, they had electrical failures. You just inaugurated on October, and November 9, you already have electrical failures. What the hell's going on? But who is not giving statements right now? There's a guy that nobody's talking about, and he was the technician. Enrique Orcasitas. That is his name. Enrique Orcasitas, let me put you this guy, how he got, because of the inefficiency of his job, of what he did. Enrique Orcasitas got his license revoked for, I believe, like 10 years. This is Enrique Orcasitas. And it was accused for failures in the line 12 of the metro. Look, it says when, 7th of November of 2018. Enrique Orcasitas, it was the technician, the main technician, an engineer, an architect, everything. He was in charge of everything. And it is just so much corruption in this, people. So much corruption. So much. Number one reason why Enrique Orcasitas knew about the cheap man labor. Enrique Orcasitas knew about the cheap product that they were putting on line 12, that it was the golden line. Enrique Orcasitas, he knew about the negligence of not fixing it and not giving it the correct maintenance. Enrique Orcasitas, what he just did is just pick the money and he went away. And they wanted to prosecute him for the Supreme Court of Justice of the nation. They removed the accusations of Enrique Orcasitas for the failures on line 12. And Enrique Orcasitas went to live to France. Went to live to France, Enrique Orcasitas. He left Mexico. He said, hell no, I'm out. I don't want nothing to do with it. I was just there. I had to do what I had to do. And I'm out. This is all of these people are from the current administration of AMLO. All of these people are from the current administration of Andrés Manuel López Obrador. Enrique Orcasitas, Marcelo Ebrard. All of these people are from the current administration of Andrés Manuel López Obrador. If Marcelo Ebrard, in one particular point, wanted to run for president, this ruined it. This just canceled everything that he wanted to represent for our country of Mexico. This is his complete responsibility of everything that happened today, of this catastrophe, of this horrible incident. This is old Marcelo Ebrard, Enrique Orcasitas' fault. These are corrupt politicians who represent the country of Mexico, people. This is how they handle our lives over here. They don't care, these parasites. These parasites, they only care about money, power, and social class. What is social class? It is us, the politicians. Over there is el pueblo. Give them just the small pieces of bread. Get them a new subway train. Yeah, give it to them. Every once in a while, give them maintenance. Let me show you how neighbors were reporting the main pillar that it was supporting where it collapsed. Let me show you a picture. This is unbelievable that they knew that this was actually in these circumstances. It was actually like this. Look at that. This is one of the main pillars of the train, and it was the neighbors. It says right here, Siempre en la Noticia. This article is released by Siempre en la Noticia by our friend Jose Ibarra, which I send a big hug. Hola, Jose. Neighbors of Tláhuac, they complain about the risk of collapse since 2017 because of the earthquake. This was one of the first, it's one of the pillars, it's one of the main columns that sustains the train. Where is the responsibility of these people? Now these Marcelo Ebrard or Casitas are in their homes just tweeting, oh, we are so sorry about this. Oh my God, we are with you guys. We are suffering with you guys. That is not going to fix it. Not even money is going to fix it. It is under your responsibility and negligence of what just happened yesterday night. This catastrophe. This is the fault of a corrupt government that never fixes things in our country, that never puts priority first of the citizens, that never puts the roads of our country first. The structures of our houses, they're horrible. The geographics of our cities, they are so complex. And it is because this government just gives millions and millions and millions to these politicians. These politicians, they take the millions and they just do this. Wow. There was an engineer commentating today on a really important live feed with a really famous Mexican broadcaster. And I saw the comment and I started following him. And I asked him personally, can you elaborate on that comment? And he responded and he said, yes, I'm an engineer. So this column got damaged because of the earthquake. Now, it is not a justification. It shouldn't got fixed. You're talking about 2017, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 21. 5 years, buddy. And you did not fix one of the pillars that it was sustaining the train as it was going by every day, back and forth, back and forth. What do you think it was going to happen? It's just complete irresponsibility. Complete irresponsibility, man. And now they want to come out and say, oh, no, it was because of this, and that. This pillar was damaged in 2015, 2017 when the earthquake happened. And I don't remember when it happened. It was in 2015 or 2017. But the neighbors right here are complaining about this pillar since 2017. For God's sake, 4 years complaining about it. That something was going to happen. Something was going to happen. Something was going to happen. Please fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. And you know what happened? The unfortunate happened. And last night, this happened. Every department was there. Every department was there. Police department, the medical department, the fire department. Every department was there. Neighbors, even neighbors were there. Helping, the people that they were stuck in there. The trauma, the polytrauma about the people that they were injured. The excessive trauma of the neighbors. Removing bodies outside of their houses and outside of their neighborhood. Seeing this, as you see this pillar right here, and the pillar that I just told you was right here, how it collapsed because they knew about the misfailures of this line that is called the Golden Line, that it was a complete disaster since it started. 9 days after it got inaugurated, they already had electrical failures. For God's sake, you already know that you have a problem. Look at this view, man. Look at this photograph from the top. Holy cow, this is so dramatic. Holy cow. Look at this, man. This is horrible. It's a person that passed away. The military, the fire department, the police department, all of them working together. Look at this view, man. Holy cow. How brave these fire people, man. These firemen, that they know that in one particular moment this can fall in their heads. Is this unbelievable, the negligence of our government? And this is how I started the live feed with you guys, saying, when is it going to stop? That is my question. When is this going to stop? When are the Mexican people, our people, going to say, you, politician, you promised this road. Where is the money? Where is all the millions and millions and millions and millions of investment of our taxes? Where is it? And here you go. 60,000 million pesos, that I think in a conversion to dollars, it is $6 billion. Since 2012, $6 billion. You're talking about 9 years. And this happens. A catastrophe of $6 billion. That it resulted on a catastrophe of 70 people died. 23 people died, I'm sorry. Excuse me, 23 people died. And 70 people got injured. It's just unbelievable. The complete irresponsibility of these people. Complete. And Marcelo Ebrard starts tweeting about it. Like that is going to resolve everything that happened. Like that is going to fix everything. Marcelo Ebrard is a fixer. Oh yeah, I'm a fixer. Let me tweet something about it. Let me just tweet something. It's just amazing. Pray for the city of Mexico. As today, estamos de luto, como se dice, en la Ciudad de México está de luto. El país está de luto. And, the country is mourning right now, as these kind of situations are horrible, man. And you have to look at the logistics and how it happened. Because if you know since when the complaints started happening, since let me read you again since when the complaint started happening. For everybody that is joining in, how's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue. Good morning to everybody. Give me a copy is on top. The link is right here if you guys want to contribute to my work. Thank you so much. The complaints started since it got inaugurated on the 30th of October on 2012. On November 9th, it was the first failure. It was reported an electrical failure on November 9th. This is not even 9 to 10 days into functioning the subway. Now, on 2014, on March, they canceled 11 to 20 stations that affected 400,000 users. This means that there were more defects in the infrastructure of this Golden Line or Line 12 subway, metro. In 2015, they canceled again 11, 20 stations to replace 32 kilometers of train tracks that they were damaged. 32 kilometers. You're talking about that you spent $6 billion and 3 years later, you're replacing train tracks? How much life are you going to give the train tracks? How much you were expecting? What was the life expectancy of the equipment? Amazing. The shame. And then on 2017, September 19, an earthquake affected the columns and the pillars, like I shown you right now on the picture. And they suspended several stations of the Golden Line, Line 1, Line 12. On January 2018, the Metro, look at all the missed failures that it had. The Metro reported damages on infrastructures that they were hidden. So they did not even know because it was a domino effect. It was a trickle effect from the earthquake 2017, 2018. So you didn't fix it on 2017, but it's going to have repercussions on 2018. And then the repercussion was this, a total collapse. And 23 people have passed away. A consequence of negligence, a consequence of not spending money on practically fixing things that you already had the money to do so. $6 billion you had for this. Unbelievable. And then the catastrophe happens. Sad, people. So sad. Dios bendiga a todas las personas que tienen un familiar y que falleció en estos momentos en esta tragedia. God bless every single family member that is suffering right now through this catastrophe, into this horrible incident that you have lost some family member in this. It's just horrible. Then we go to another news, which I believe that is the most, if you guys want to have a joke, and if you guys want to laugh about a really good joke, read this. If you guys want to laugh, read this. Read it. Guys want a joke? You guys want a really good joke? You want me to start the morning with a really good joke? It says Biden claims we now got control of the migrant surge in southern border. Do you see that? Biden claims we now have control of the south border. Just, a really small joke for everybody to laugh a little bit right now in the morning. As this man is saying that he has control of the borders. The border that it got flooded with 18,000 unaccompanied minors. The border that has more than 170,000 illegal entrances on the month of March. the borders where they are collapsing right now with cartel activity and cartel wars. The borders where they have two borders that they're in the top 5 for violence and delinquents of the world. That is Tijuana and Ciudad Juarez. Those borders where you have another border that is in Tapachula because of your promises. You got more than 11,000 people from Haiti, plus the 1,000 that they just cropped. So it is 12,000, around 12,000 people from Haiti that they are waiting in Tapachula for your promises. And you're saying that you got the borders controlled because the numbers have decreased on the unaccompanied minors and also decreased on illegal entrances. It would be a total disgrace if it was increasing. It would be a total disgrace if it was increasing. So you are patting your shoulder because you lower a number that you provoked? Holy cow. And you blaming it on the past president? Holy. Give it out for the comedian, Joe Biden. Give it out to him. Holy moly, man. What is happening right here at the camps, what is happening right there in every shelter, what is happening around this whole situation, this man is saying that it's controlled. Amazing. It's just amazing. And let me just put another article real quick before I go. Just to say that, you know, you have the borders under control. Exclusive from Breitbart. Mexican immigrant office. Turn me over the car. It says right there. You got control of the borders, buddy. Yes, you have. You have all the control of the borders. All of them. It's just unbelievable how these people fix something and they fix a problem that they provoked. Because this problem started happening, this enormous influx, it started happening on this year because you opened your mouth and you were saying that you were going to let in 125,000. Now you change it to 62,500. And everybody's saying, oh, yeah, he's keeping his word. No, you said 125,000. You're not making everybody dumb. And you were going to keep it at 15,000. Remember that? But you changed it because of the activists that were pushing your butt. It's just unbelievable the things that this man says. It's just unbelievable the things that this man says, really. That he has control of the borders when you got activity in McAllen where cartel is going in and practically controlling the other side of the border in the United States of America. But he has control of the borders. He has control of them. Where the Border Patrol has become the Uber for everybody. He has control of the borders. What are you talking about? Amazing. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. Good morning to everybody. God bless every single one of you. Catastrophe happened last night in the city of Mexico where a metro subway, line 12, Golden Line, has been reported is collapsed. And one of the pillars has collapsed where 23 people passed away, unfortunately, and 70 got injured. A lot of them are suffering from polytrauma. And also we talked about a little bit about this. That is, Biden saying that he has control of the borders. Later on this afternoon, I will be doing another live feed talking about the one and only Tim Young. I believe that is Tom Young. And I will be talking about his trip and his interview with Miss Sarah Carter as he talks about the problems that are occurring in Panama where they are raping, abusing, and trafficking women. It is horrible. It is really graphic. Michael Young is his name. I will be giving information about that podcast and also later on this afternoon. If I get prepared, I will be doing it. I will be posting at what time. God bless you all. Follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero. You can follow him at all the platforms. Also follow Ben Berquam and Will Johnson, and also Miss Sarah Carter. Follow Miss Sarah Carter and all her platforms. And you can follow me at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, and also Rumble. God bless you all. Buy me a coffee is on the top for people that want to donate and contribute. Thank you so much for my work. To everybody that contributed and bought me a coffee today, thank you so much. God bless you guys. And like we always say, people, peace and love. Because always, your country is first. God bless.
Y ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days and it's been weeks, and he hasn't said anything. Espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the best, basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! Porque la Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.